done with the scissors? I said I'm looking for the scissors. What have you done with them? Did you hear what I said? I want to cut something out of the paper.
I'm reading the paper.
Not that paper. I haven't even read that paper. I'm talking about last Sunday's paper. Yeah, I was just having a look at it in the kitchen. Do you hear what I'm saying? What have you done with the scissors?
Why don't you shut up?
Don't you talk to me like that. You understand? I was looking at an advertisement in the paper about flannel vests. Navy surplus clock price. I could do with a few of them. I think I'll have a fag. Give me a fag. I just asked you for a cigarette. Look what I'm numbered with. I'm getting old. I would have won. You think I wasn't a tearaway? I could have taken care of it twice though. I'm still strong. You asked Uncle Sam what I was. But at the same time, I always had a kind heart. Always. I used to knock about with a man called McGregor. Yeah, I'll call him Mac. You remember old Mac, eh? We were two of the most hated men in the West End of London, I'll tell you that. Also got the scars. We'd walk into a room, the whole place would stand up just to let us pass. You never heard such silence. He was a big man. Mac was. He was over 6 foot tall. Came all the way from Aberdeen. His whole family was McGregors. But he was the only one they called Mac. He was very fond of your mother. Mac was very fond. Always had a good word for her. She wasn't such a bad woman, after all. Even though it made me sick to my stomach just to look at her rotten, stinking face, she wasn't such a bad bitch. Oh. I gave her the best bleeding years of my life anyway.
Funny will you stupid sod. I'm trying to read the paper.
Listen, you talk to me like that, I'll chop your spine off. Talking to your lousy, filthy father like that.
You know
You
what?
understand?
You're getting demented. What do you think of second win for the 3:30?
Where?
Sandown Park?
Don't stand a chance.
Sure he does.
Not a chance.
He's the winner.
He talks to me about horses. I used to live on the course. Epsom, one of the loves of my life. The whole course, I knew it like the back of my hand. I was the one they used to go to. It was one of those well-known faces down at the paddock. What a marvelous open-air life. He talks to me about horses! You only read their names in the papers, but I've held them. I've stroked their names. I've pulled them down before big race. I was the one you used to go for. Max, they'd say. There's a horse here. He's idly strung. You're the only one who can calm him down. It was true. I had an instinctive understanding of animals. It was a gift. I had a gift. Should have been a trainer, a proper poster. I was offered the job many times by the Duke of, well, one of the Dukes, I don't remember his name, one of the Dukes. But I had family obligations. My family needed me at home. The times I watched those animals thundering past the post. What an experience. And I'll tell you, I didn't lose. No, I made a big bob out of it. You know why? Because I always had the smell of horse. I could smell them. And not only the colts, but the fillies. See, the fillies are more highly strung than the colts. They're more unreliable. Did you know that? No, what do you know? Nothing. But I'll tell you one thing. I could always tell a good filly by one particular trick. I'd go up to her, I'd stand right in front of her, look her straight in the eye. It's like a kind of hypnotism. And by the look down deep in her eye, I could tell if she was a stare or not. It was a gift. I had a gift. And he talks to me about horses.
Dad, do you mind if I change the subject? That dinner we had before, what was the name of it? What do you call it? Why don't you buy a dog? You're a dog cook, honest. Do you think you're cooking for a lot of dogs?
If you don't like it, then get out.
I am going out. I'm going out to buy myself a proper dinner.
Well, get out!
What did you say?
I said, shut off out of it. That's what I said.
You'll go before me, Dad, if you talk to me in that tone of voice.
Will I, you bitch?
Oh, you're not going to use your stick on me, are you, Dad? Eh? Oh, don't use your stick on me, Daddy. My I know. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the drivers.
Knocks you out.
I'm here too. You know. Sitting here.
I know you.
Yankee out there today to the airport.
Oh, a Yankee, was it?
Yes, I've been with him all day. Picked him up at Starboy at 12:30, took him to the Caprice for his lunch. Then, after his lunch, I picked him up again, took him down to an house in Eaton Square. He had to pay a visit to a friend there. Then, around about tea time, I picked him up, took him right away out to the airport.
Had to catch a plane there, did he?
Yes. Look what he gave me. He gave me a box of cigars.
Well, let's have a look at them. This is a fair cigar.
Want to try one? You know what he said to me? He said it was the best chauffeur he'd ever had. The best one.
From what point of view?
Eh?
Or from what point of view?
From the point of view of his driving, Dad, and from his general sense of courtesy, I should say.
Thought you were a good driver, did you, Sam? Well, he gave you a first-class cigar.
Yes, he thought I was the best he'd ever had. They all say that, you know. You won't have anyone else. They only ask for me. They say I'm the best chauffeur in the firm.
I bet the other drivers tend to get jealous, don't they, Uncle?
They do get jealous. They get very jealous.
Why?
I just told you.
No, but I just... See, why do the other drivers get jealous, Sam?
Because A, I'm the best driver, and because B, I don't take liberties. I don't press myself on people, you see. These big business bears, they don't want to drive with children all the time. They'd like to sit in the back, have a bit of peace and quiet. After all, they're sitting in an upper super snipe, they can afford to relax. And at the same time, and this is really what makes me special, I do know to pass the time of day when we're quiet. For instance, I told this man today that I fought in the Second World War. Not the first. I told him I was too young for the first, but I told him I fought in the second. So it turned out.
He was probably a colonel or something. The American Air Force.
Yes.
Probably a navigator or something like that, a flying fortress. Now he's most likely a worldwide executive in a group of aeronautical engineers.
Yes.
Yes. I know the kind of man you're talking about.
I'm experienced after all. I was driving a dust cart at the age of 19 and worked in long distance haulage. I had 10 years as a taxi driver and I've had 5 as a private chauffeur.
It's a shame you never got married, isn't it? A man with all your gifts. A man like you, isn't it?
There's still time.
Is there?
You'd be surprised.
What have you been doing? Banging away at any customers, have you?
Not me.
In the back of the snipe? Having a few crafty reefs in the labia, have you?
Not me.
On the back seat. What about the armrest? Was it up or was it down?
I've never done that sort of thing in my car.
Above all that sort of thing, are you, Sam?
Too true.
Above having a good bang in the back seat, are you, Sam?
Yes. I leave that sort of thing to others.
What others? You paralyzed brat.
I don't mess up my car or my boss's car like other people.
Like other people? What other people? What other people?
Other people.
When you find the right girl, Sam, you let your family know. Don't forget, we'll give you another one send-off. You can bring her to live here. She can keep us all happy. We can take it in turns to give her a walk around the park.
I wouldn't bring her here.
It's up to you. You can bring a bride here to the place where you live. Or, on the other hand, you can take a suite up at the Dorchester. It's entirely up to you.
I haven't got a bride. Getting a bit peckish. Never get a bride like you had anyway. Nothing like your bride going about these days, like Jessie. After all, I escorted her once or twice in my cab, didn't I? Drove her around town once or twice. She was a very charming woman. All the same, she was your wife, but still. It was some of the most delightful evenings of my life. I used to just drive her around. It was my pleasure.
Christ.
Used to pull up to a stall, buy her a cup of coffee. She was a very nice companion to be with.
Feel a bit hungry.
Me too.
Who do you think I am? Your mother? Hey, honestly, they come in here every time of the night and day like bloody animals. Go and find yourself a mother.
I've been training down at the gym.
Yes, the boy's been working all day and training all night.
What do you want, you bitch? You spent all the day sitting on your ass at the London airport. Go and buy yourself a German one. You just have me sit here, ready to rush in the kitchen the moment you step in the door. You've been alive for 63 years. Why don't you learn how to cook?
I can cook.
Well, go and cook.
What the boys want, Dad, is your own special brand of cooking, Dad. That's what the boys want. A special understanding of food, you know, that you've got.
Stop calling me Dad. Alright, just stop all that calling me Dad. Understand?
But I'm your son. You used to tuck me up in bed at night. He used to tuck you up too, didn't he, Joey? He used to like tucking up his sons.
Len,
What?
I'll give you a tuck up one of these nights, son. You mark my word.
I've been training with Bobby Dodd, and I had a good go at the back as well. I wasn't in bad room.
Boxing's a gentleman's game. I'll tell you what you've got to do. What you've got to do is you've got to learn how to defend yourself. And you've got to learn how to attack. That's the only trouble as a boxer. See, you don't know how to defend yourself, and you don't know how to attack.
Well, you know, I've got a pretty good idea of how to do that.
Hey, Sam, why don't you go too? Stop this thing. Just leave me quiet. Leave me alone.
I won't make something clear about Jesse, Max. I want to, I do. When I took her out in the cab around the town, I was taking care of her for you. I was looking after her while you were busy, wasn't I? I was showing her the West End. You wouldn't have trusted any of your other brothers with that. You wouldn't have trusted Mac, would you? But you trusted me, I want to remind you. Old Mac died a few years ago, didn't he? Isn't he dead? He was a lousy, stinking, rotten loudmouth. A bastard, uncouth son rut, mind you. He was a good friend of yours.
Hey, Sam. Why do I keep you here? Hey, you're just an old grub.
Am I?
You're a maggot.
Oh, yes.
You know what I'm going to do with you as soon as you stop paying for it? As soon as you get too old to pay your way, you know what I'm going to do with you? I'm going to give you the boot.
You are, eh?
Sure, I mean, bring in the money and I'll put up a few. But as soon as the firm gets rid of you, well, you can flake off.
This is my house as well, you know. This was our mother's house.
One lot after the other, one mess after the other.
Our father's house.
And look what I'm numbered with. One cast iron bunch of crap after the other. One flow of stinking puss after the other. Our father, I remember him, don't worry, you kid yourself. He used to come over to me and he'd look down at me, my old man did. And he'd bend right over me and he'd pick me up. I was only that big. And he'd dangle me. And he'd give me the bottle. And he'd wipe me clean and give me a smile. And he'd pat me on the bum. And he'd pass me around. He'd pass me from hand to hand. He'd toss me up in the air. And he'd catch me coming back down again. I remember my father.